up, everybody? This is Cam, aka the Honky Tonk Hair Machine. And who am I with today?
Here with Eli Howard, lead singer,
Eli.
and guitar player, and songwriter for Eli Howard and the Greater Good.
Oh, nice. You ready for your own band? Very good.
Yeah. And sometimes for other people.
Thanks for joining me, man. I know you're in between gigs right now, so I do appreciate your time.
Oh, man, it's better than sitting, wandering around, wondering what I'm supposed to be doing with my days off. I'd rather be doing stuff like this.
Well, let's get into it, brother. So where are you from and what was life like for you as a kid?
I'm from this little town about 45 minutes south of Portland, Oregon called Molalla. No, I mean, people from the neighboring town have never even heard of it. And life for me as a kid was great. I mean, we didn't really have much. We were pretty poor, and we just kind of grew up where there was no neighbors, at least none my age. So like me and my family just kind of had each other. Like we didn't really even have TV. There's still no cell service out there to this day. My parents still live there. And we just kind of like had each other. And which was like kind of a culture shock. Like when I got into like middle school and high school, like I didn't really like know how to act around kids my age or anything like that. Cause we were just like that's all we had. And like my parents worked a lot all the time. So like the last day of school, we would like, the bus would drop us off and we'd be out of town. And we like really, unless our parents took us into town, we really didn't go back into town until the first day of school the next year.
Well, for what it's worth, man, I still don't know how to act around people my age. So
I don't either.
Did you grow up?
Should get a hold of that.
Did you grow up with folks playing music in the family?
No, not at all. Actually, my dad actually hates music.
When did you start playing the guitar?
I was 12 years old. I got my first guitar for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, like I always say like there was a couple like watershed moments for me. And one was, I love the movie Back to the Future. And when Marty McFly played Johnny B. Good and he like saved the day, like the people started coming back into the picture and stuff like that. Like, it's like he became a hero because he did all that hot guitar work. And then, I stumbled across the video of Jimi Hendrix playing the national anthem at Woodstock. And like those two things, like, I got to do that. Like that looks like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. What was that? What kind of guitar did you get for that Christmas?
It was a Fender Strat, or like something that looked like a Fender Strat. It didn't have any markings on the headstock, and it had like a serial number stamped into the neck plate. Mm-hmm. And it was by all rights kind of a piece of shit. But like, I think most people that I see that start out on something even halfway decent, they never like move to the next level. So like, I'm really glad, like I almost had to like fight it until I got a decent guitar. And then you're so grateful that you have a decent guitar. Like it makes you want to play more. So I wouldn't have had it any other way.
I think it kind of forces the creativity. I remember my first was a cherry red Squire Stratocaster.
Mine was red too.
Yeah, and it came in like one of those kits with like the amp and like the gig bag and everything.
Dude, those things I was so envious of the kids. My first guitar was so poor. Like I was envious of the kids that had that.
Well, I've heard you play and I've seen you play. So you've come a long way, brother.
I genuinely just love playing guitar. I try to put my hands on one every day. I have one in my living room. I have a way more elaborate setup in my living room than I tour with, honestly. Like I got a tweed bassman that just sits there ready to be played with my studio pedal board. And I really, truly just like, I love guitar. I find myself, even as much time as I spend with a guitar in my hand, like if you're to look up like my YouTube or Instagram algorithm, it's like pedal demos, old Gibson SG Juniors, like Les Pauls. Like I just cannot get over my love for guitar.
You're eyeballing a Gibson SG right now, aren't you?
Yeah, if anyone wants me for like a private corporate event, there's this like root beer brown SG Junior that is calling me out by my full name.
Yes,
at the Guitar Center in Denver.
Yeah, that's a nice looking guitar.
It is beautiful. And the thing is like I already have an SG Junior in red. Mm-hmm. And I texted my girlfriend a picture of it. And before I could even explain myself, she said, "Don't buy that." So if someone could give me a really good excuse to buy it where I can justify it, I would absolutely love you.
So you mentioned, if I remember correctly, you said you were about 12 years old and you got your first guitar.
Yeah.
When did you start playing your original music out live?
Man, I've only been fronting a band for like 4 years. I was always a lead guitar player. Like I was a hired guitar player for a guy. And then I was the lead guitar player in a band, where we were kind of all equal shares. But like, I didn't really write my first song till my mid-20s, and I didn't start fronting a band till I was in my 30s. So like, I didn't take songwriting seriously until I was like 30 years old.
Okay. Yeah. Well, look, at least you're here, and we're happy to have you.
I'm still like, that was the thing for me, is like, I wanted to be the best guitar player in the world, and like quickly be, like, I'm not even the best guitar player in my band, but I do have a good understanding of the English language.
Yeah.
And like, I always tell people, like, I'm on a constant quest to prove my fourth grade language arts teacher wrong. She told my parents at parent teacher conferences my storytelling lacked imagination. So like, I'm on a 20-year pilgrimage now on telling her, like,
That's right.
You were wrong.
That's right. The teacher's going down.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot going on when you're on stage. You're playing guitar, you're singing, and you're trying to provide a great live show, great live experience.
Yeah.
What challenges do you face when singing, playing guitar, and trying to put on a good live show?
Well, the singing and play guitar thing, like, I guess is the fact it's like we're a 3-piece. So like, I do all the lead work too. So like, I have to be methodical about like where I pick my spots and how I play lead. Like, you almost have to play like rhythm and lead at the same time, so you can kind of navigate the chord progression. And the thing with like I guess like the show side of it is, like, I consider myself a referee between the band and the crowd. And I tell a lot of stories and interludes in between and stuff like that. So like, making sure my band is aware of when I'm going to drop out, or like when I'm going to be sparse, so they can kind of pick up do some of the heavy lifting for me. And that just comes in like rehearsal and getting our reps in, like there was a time where we were doing 200 shows a year.
Yeah.
And I kind of took it a little easier in 2025, but a lot of that is just like getting to know each other and knowing what each other, because I don't want the show to be the same every night. So it's like, I try to leave a lot of leeway and room for my guys to, reel it in and then be able to screw off when they want to. So a lot of that is just getting to know each other's tendencies.
Yeah, man, you can't beat that, like, repetition, getting out there and chewing up the road, getting those live shows, and playing different kinds of venues, right? Playing the dive honky tonks, playing the theater stages.
Yeah.
And I remember, was it maybe a year or two ago, a lot of folks were getting picked up from like TikTok. So, you have these kids that, will pick up these record deals or whatever, and they go out and do these big US tours, and they don't even know how to. Yeah. Yeah, they've never played outside their bedroom. So they're like, canceling the tours, and they're freaking out, which, as an artist, I think that sucks for them. But, there's something to be said about, just more or less like an old school mentality, really.
Right. Yeah. I guess that's the climate we're in now, though. I can complain about it all I want, but I don't think, I'm pretty small potatoes. I don't think I'm going to change it. That's the way they want to do things, is pick people up off TikTok. And I'm not saying some of them aren't talented. I mean, like, Zach Top is a phenomenal guitar player. He's a great singer, and he's got good songs. And if I'm not mistaken, like, something I always do, like when I listen to people on Spotify, is I always look up the songwriter credits. I'm pretty sure he either wrote or co-wrote a very good amount of those songs. So I respect it.
He's a guy that comes from a music family, though. Like, he had a family band. I believe they were a bluegrass band when he was a kid.
He's from 5 hours from where I'm from. He's from Washington.
Yeah, so they're at least getting the reps in.
Yeah, he's a great. I mean, yeah, he can hold his own on the guitar.
So have you guys done a lot of touring? Where would you like to tour?
God, there isn't really. I think I've been to 42 of the 50 states.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I've toured a lot, and I still haven't. I've been to New York, but I've never played there. I'm playing there. I'm doing a solo show there in October. I've never been to North Dakota, and I've never been to like some of the Upper East End. Like, I've never stepped foot in Massachusetts or Maine. But I've never been to Hawaii. I've never been to Alaska. But I mean, I'd like to play all 50. I love blacktop. I love driving.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in Colorado right now, and we drove here from Oregon, and so far I've driven every single mile.
Damn. Do you have any aspirations of like hitting Europe?
I would love to. I mean, yeah, I would never rule it out. I think they are great supporters of the arts, and I mean, I just got so much to do in the United States, but if it called for it, if it was there and everything was right, if I could justify the means, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's shift gears a little bit, man. We'll get into some style here. I know, like, when you're driving, you're probably dressed down a little bit, probably in, like, some sweats and chucks or something. But when you get on
No,
stage, you wanna step it up a little bit. What's your favorite go-to stage attire?
I don't really step it up, like I'm not trying to impress anyone. And like I went on my first tour with this band, and all my van got stolen, and they recovered my van, but I had a bunch of rings and all that shit, and like cowboy boots. And I bring a pair of cowboy boots with me, but like after I got all my accoutrements stolen, I was just like, why am I even putting these on? So like, yeah, if I don't wear it to the grocery store, you probably won't catch me on stage any different. So yeah, I just like a pair of Wranglers or a pair of Levi's 501s, and I usually wear a denim jacket because I don't like fishing the cord for my in-ears under my shirt, and so I just put a jacket on over it. Unless it's just unbelievably hot. But like after I got all my stuff stolen, all my cowboy boots, I was like, I'm not even gonna wear shoes on stage. Like I just started going barefoot. And
That's
I
awesome.
just like I do music for me. Like if you like what I'm doing, that's great. But like number one, like I'm not trying to impress anyone, including myself. So like I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. And I just like I'm not that popular either. And like I remember I put on all that bullshit one time, vest, and I played for like 10 people. Like, why am I putting all this uncomfortable shit on?
Mhm.
Like these cowboy boots are hurting my feet. So like a lot of times you'll just see me in a pair of Vans and a pair of Levi's 501s. And, as long as I have a decent Gibson guitar that sounds fat and stays in tune decent, like I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. More about focusing on the music and focusing on the live show.
Yeah, it's about music for me. Like I'm not here to put on a fashion show. I'm not pretty enough to do that. Like leave that to the people that are good looking. Like I'm not, I haven't shaved in over a decade. I just like, and I'm not trying to dog on the people that do. Like I think it's really cool that people like. I also don't have enough money for that shit. Like turquoise is expensive.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Like
Now you said you're not that good looking, but you have a great head of hair and a great beard. Do you have a hair care and beard care routine?
man, I saw this question on like the prelims, and I was thinking about this. Like one goal I have, and I'm gonna try to do it on this next round of tours, is I've never finished a bottle of shampoo on tour. I always end up leaving them somewhere. So like I keep telling myself, like I go and get a thing of Head and Shoulders like every time I get home and stuff it in my suitcase. I was like, and I held it up and showed my girlfriend, like, this is the one. Like this is gonna go the distance.
That's
And
right.
so like really like I bring a bottle of Head and Shoulders with me, and a bottle of Dr. Squatch body wash.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. And uh and then a lot of times if I lose that, I'm just at the mercy of whatever's at the hotel.
That's right. As long as we're getting clean, that's what matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, man, this brings us to the end of the line, and once we wrap up here, just hang on the line with me for a minute after. But do you have anything you'd like to plug? A tour, an out record, or a single?
I mean, I'm constantly on tour. Like I've not so much in the last like in 2025, but in 2026 I'm going to be getting out there more. Like I took a little time off just because I went a little crazy out there, and I needed to get myself in order. And then we hit a deer with my van, and then right after that my motor blew up, so I had to pull that out and work it over.
Mhm.
But I'm going to be on the road most of the year. I want to get out there and do this. Like I'm lucky that I have a great band that believes in my songs, and God gave me the gift to be able to access this side of my brain where I can write songs and tell them to strangers. And so I want to share that. I want to go out and do that. I'm at my happiest when I go out and do it. So, and then I have I have a record that I'm done and sitting on, and then May we're gonna go in. I have enough songs stacked up for another record. So in May we're going to. I have my studio time booked. We're going to be in Shreveport, Louisiana, about the middle of May, and we're going to record another record. So hopefully, like if I can get my finances right, I'd like to be putting out at least one of those two records this year.
Yeah, yeah, you are busy. That's a lot going on.
Man, I like writing songs. Like my mentor told me, like you got your whole life to write your first record, and then after that, it's like then you're under the gun. So I that's another reason like I go out and do stuff that like involves the right side of my brain. Like I go and take motors apart, or just
Mhm.
do things that have nothing to do really with playing music, and it like it keeps me from writing songs that are only about hitting the road, which felt like I was kind of hitting a bit of a stalemate with that. So I go out and I call it collecting. Like I got to go out and like collect these life experiences. Yeah. And as long as I just like keep my antennas out and, you know, pay attention to what's going on, it motivates me to write songs.
Absolutely. Yep. You got to live it to write it.
Yeah.
So where can we find you on the socials?
Eli Howard and the Greater Good on Facebook and Spotify or Apple Music, wherever you stream music, I have it. And then Instagram is Eli Howard Music, and I believe same with TikTok. I don't do a lot on TikTok. I only follow one person. It's my girlfriend, and she doesn't post anything.
And that's the important one. As long as you're doing that, you're safe.
Exactly. I was saving that one follow.
That's right.
And then I got my girlfriend. It was a tie. Before I was with her, it was going to be Martha Stewart. But I decided I would give that one follow to my girlfriend.
Awesome. What's your Instagram handle?
Eli Howard Music.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then it'll show up as Eli Howard and the Greater Good.
Sweet. Well, look, man, I appreciate your time. Like I said, just hang on the line with me for a minute, but we'll end recording now. And are you guys playing tonight?
Not tonight. We spent all day rehearsing at the place we played Saturday night. We're still in Pueblo, Colorado. We played there Saturday, and the venue owner is just a super guy. Mm-hmm. And he lets us eat and hang out here. And his sound guy came out and I got a new bass player. And so we were just kind of just working over the set, trying to get things tight. You know, I take a lot of pride in our live show. And if it's not right, I want to find what makes it right.
Right on. Well, thank you very much, Eli. And we'll talk again soon.
Thank you, man. I'd love to do this again.
All right. Bye.